Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The Congress-China tango only seems to be getting stronger as we dig deeper into this entire case, even as India demands answers as to what was in the memorandum of understanding signed between the Congress and the Communist Party of China in August of 2008. Times now has uncovered a Congress-China file which reveals that China, in fact, donated to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation in 2005-2006. That's what is contained in the annual report of Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. The BJP has jumped into this file, calling it a clear case of quid pro quo. Now, is this donation the reason why the Congress is reluctant to openly condemn and call out China? That's the question that is being raised. Let me go across to our reporters joining us this afternoon. But before I go to our reporters, let me go back to MC Abbas, who's joining me along with GVL Narasimha Rao and Mr. R. Rajagopalan on this broadcast. MC Abbas, I want to ask you, is this timeline a little too cozy for acceptance? Because 2005-2006, the Chinese embassy gives money to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. 2007-2008, again money is got. 2008, an MOU is signed. And in 2010, the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Contemporary Studies recommends signing of a free trade agreement with China. And if you understand business, is this something that any trade expert thinking about India's interests would even recommend? I want to ask you, MC Abbas, what's the deal? What's the deal is the question the BJP has raised, and doesn't the country have a right to know what this deal was?
Navika ji, thank you very much for having me on the show. First and foremost, kudos and applause to the brilliance of the investigative team of Times Now for the same investigation done on the Congress. I really wish and ask Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao, the national spokesperson of BJP. So it's very interesting to see the deals taking place between Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Contemporary Studies and the so-called quid pro quo between Chinese. But my question to you, sir, what was your General Secretary, Mr. Ram Madhav, deal taking place along with the Communist Party of China? What was the RSS angle into it? What was the RSS direction into it? And what was the talks and the deal? Could you please answer, sir? We all would love to know from you.
I will definitely allow you to ask that question of Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao. बट पहले कांग्रेस का सवाल तो बता दीजिए थोड़ा, उस पे नॉलेज अपनी शेयर करिए.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. अगर कांग्रेस का ये I have full faith in your investigation team. I am sure it's taken hours and hours of research and calibration with your team. You brought out certain facts and
so you agree questions need to be asked? You agree questions need to be asked and the Congress needs to explain?
Yes, certainly. Like I said, I have full faith on the team. You brought out so many facts. I was watching it from 1 p.m., 30 minutes with you, Navika ji, and Mr. Rahul Shiv Shankar. You brought about various facets, which is great. I do agree with you. But the real question here is, ma'am, when there is a ruling party in governance, like Mr. Ram Madhav has said...
GVL Narasimha Rao, now respond to MC Abbas.
What was the deal between Ram Madhav?
Navika, the question was about secrecy about the Congress agreement in 2008. And that agreement about 2008 talks about every issue which is in the domain of the government. Meeting any political party, having discussions there is absolutely nothing wrong. Meeting even Chinese ambassador is not wrong. But doing it in a surreptitious way, trying to and taking money from China, these are certainly, they show a particular quid pro quo. And Navika, let me also make this clear. The trade, you see, in the Mitrokin archive, clearly documented, this came out in the form of a book in 2005. I want to read a couple of sentences for this, for your benefit and further investigation. It is not just, you see, even the trade balance is also used to fund political parties. There are also some trade fraudulent transactions which happen to surreptitiously fund political parties. This happened in the case of Soviet Union. There is no reason to believe that this may not have happened with the Congress in power in India. So whether the trade imbalance also is a scam, whether there is a trade scam also as a part of it inbuilt into it to benefit congressmen and so-called Congress traders is also an angle to be looked into.
Then what's stopping the BJP government from looking into that angle? GVL Narasimha Rao, are you disclosing on the show this afternoon that the BJP will look at a trade scam if there was any during this period? Have you had a conversation with anybody in the government who has made that statement?
No, based on information in public domain, Navika, I read out this paragraph. In addition to party funding, this is Mitrokin archive, which was published in the form of a book in 2005. All this happened in the 70s when the Congress was in power. It said in addition to party funding, Congress party funding, the Soviets channeled money to individual Congress and opposition politicians through clandestine payments. This cash is reportedly obtained from favorable Soviet trade balance.
Okay, so you are saying that could have happened in the case of China as well?
Yeah, what you have put out is a formal transaction.
Manasvi Thapar, respond. Manasvi Thapar, respond. Not just Soviet Union, was money made on the China trade as well? Is the question GVL Narasimha Rao is asking.
No, many Congress.
Amazing question by GVLG. Why I respect GVLG the most? Because of him and his book Democracy at Risk. I would like to point out, now is the time to have a amazing understanding of structures of how do political parties get their funds. Scanned since last 70 years. How did these parties, be it BJP, Congress, funding कहाँ से आता है साहब? आप बताइए, अपना भी बताइए, उनका भी बताइए, सबका पता होना चाहिए सर. ये देश की बात है. GVLG, I don't rant between you, so please don't rant between me, sir. The only question is, it is your party in power. Investigate Congress, and with the same investigation, create a law that transparent funding should be there. Publish your funding on your website. You are the biggest party of the world. Why can't you publish your biggest funding of the world?
We are talking about Congress family.
So let's talk about Congress, sir, now. Sir, the trade imbalance is much more in your sarkar than it was in the UPA sarkar, sir. In 2017-18 alone, there were 23 investments by the Chinese companies, of which $5 billion were infused in the Indian startup ecosystem. आज आप आत्मनिर्भर की बात करते हैं, PSU को बंद कराने में सबसे बड़ा हाथ आपका है. That time you will be shut. You will not be talking about
relevant things. We will debate that.
No, these are relevant, sir. आपकी कथनी में बहुत फर्क है, sir. What you are talking right now, sir, say in this channel, say right now, you are for transparent funding, sir. आपने archives को बताया ना, sir.
Manasvi Thapar, while what you are demanding is absolutely what the people of India want, transparent funding of political parties, but Rajiv Gandhi Foundation के पास क्या पैसा आ रहा है वो तो इस लॉ से भी नहीं पता चलेगा. और राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन की चेयरपर्सन कौन है? यूपीए सरकार की और यूपीए की जो अलायंस पार्टनरशिप थी उसकी चेयरपर्सन कौन थी? उस फंडिंग का जवाब कौन देगा? लेट मी गेट इन विशाल बी शर्मा who is also on the show with us this afternoon. One minute Manasvi Thapar, 1 minute. Vishal.
The foundation a political party? No, it is a party of the Congress, for the Congress, by the Congress. And not only the Congress party, it is a foundation specifically of the Gandhi-Nehru family. And this Gandhi-Nehru family has a history of getting over funding which are channelized to the party. The China, on the other hand, has a history of inflicting foreign parties, foreign political parties, whether it's India, whether it's over any other country. The Chinese government have a policy of infiltrating universities.
It is not the Chinese alone. Sir, you have not come well prepared. It is not Chinese alone. It is the embassy of Luxembourg. It is the embassy of Ireland together have also funded.
As the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, acted as a stooge of the Communist Party of China. This is a very serious question, and it requires...
Yes, it's a very serious question. Why don't you investigate? Why in 2009 RSS and BJP went for a 5-day trip to Beijing.
The Gandhi family, Sonia Gandhi,
investigate everything.
Rahul Gandhi,
why not we investigate 2009 ka dealing between the CPC and the BJP?
I'm asking about Congress.
Mr. R. Rajagopalan, Manasvi Thapar's defense is that सिर्फ China से थोड़ी मिला, Ireland से भी मिला.
मेरा डिफेंस ये है कोई क्विड प्रो क्यों नहीं है. मेरा डिफेंस ये है कि different embassies are trying to fund. That does not mean that
people have every right.
They are getting something.
How do you know? Does anybody give anything gratis?
Believe that there is some kind of corruption.
No, is there anything anyone says anything
instead of GVLG coming here and talking about the funding on your channel, they should bring a call to the investigating authorities and tell कि investigate करो. बातें करेंगे पर इल्जाम लगाएंगे पर काम नहीं करेंगे. आप इन्वेस्टिगेट करिए ना.
बहुत सारे काम हो रहा है. बहुत सारे काम. Not you don't need to know everything. Certainly when I speak, I am also making this demand in public domain. I am talking about the possible angle in public domain. Certainly the concerned agencies will hear.
If you believe that there is some kind of corruption, why are you stopping it? Why do you come on an afternoon and rant about that सब corrupt है, सब कुछ मिले हुए हैं? Then investigate ना. मेरे को भी पता होना चाहिए, देश की जनता को भी पता होना चाहिए. Why don't you investigate?
The people of India and the soldiers of India who are standing today facing the Chinese, they have to answer to the families of Indian soldiers also.
GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL Narasimha Rao.
See, Navika, let us look at the timeline. You see, these payments were received for the year 2005 and 6. And Kamal Nath, as the then Union Commerce Minister, he moots a proposal for an FTA agreement with China in 2006-7. So look at I think these happened in quick succession. So certainly you pay, it's like paying to your own, as a foundation is like your private coffers, where you transfer money for doing activities, for doing deals in the government. And the kind of FTAs with Asian countries in 2010 with other
those people who fund BJP get good projects.
That needs to be explored. Navika, I certainly think the Congress Party...
MC Abbas, Milton Friedman and his famous saying was, there is no free lunch. When you have something to eat, you've got to pay for it. अब पे यहाँ से करिए, उल्टे होकर करिए, सीधे होकर करिए, ऊपर से करिए, नीचे से करिए. दुनिया में कोई किसी को कुछ फ्री नहीं देता है. हर चीज का एक प्राइस टैग होता है. MC Abbas, isn't that a relevant question? What was the understanding? Because the timeline is important. 2005, 2006 accounts show money coming in. Then we have 2008, a deal being signed. Even before that, 2007, 2008, there is money coming in. And then there is the free trade agreement offer and studies that are being conducted. MC Abbas, you know, these are questions that must be asked. Are we asking these about private citizens? No. We are asking about a leading political family that heads the main political party that was in government for 10 years from 2004 to 2014 and today is the principal opposition party and also holds a position as the chairperson of this foundation. These are not, we are not prying into anybody's private affairs. Shouldn't the country know these details?
First thing that you said, I certainly agree with you. There are no free lunches in this world. Every single thing comes at a cost. Also, as a matter of fact, the investigation done on this front, there must be investigation on the last 6 years of the Bharatiya Janata Party ruling government as well.
Sure, there should be. Sure, there should be an MC Abbas. If you have any leads, please do give it to us. We will investigate it. We will find out the details. In fact, we will join hands with you to make that investigation and we will demand action. Till you find that evidence, till we find that evidence, can you answer on the evidence that already exists in the case of the Congress Party?
Ma'am, I have a lead. I'm very glad that you asked for it. Ram Madhav, the BJP General Secretary and the Communist Party of China with the RSS angle and direction. What is the plethora of the diaspora which the RSS wants to learn from the Communist Party of China, which Mr. GVL Narasimha Rao is running away from?
All right, we'll ask that question of GVL Narasimha Rao. What about Ram Madhav and his MOU?
No, Navika, the problem with the Congress Party is this is a secret MOU. and it was signed. You have seen the pictures of the signing ceremony. It was signed more as a government to government kind of a deal. It's not a private. It's not an arrangement on sharing of knowledge or sharing of experiences. This was a deal. MOU was more like two governments signed it. It talked about the security scenario.
GVLG is telling that it was a deal. Then how does he know that it's a secret MOU?
Manasvi, let him complete his point. I'll give you time to rebut.
It talked about foreign policy issues. It talked about security. It talked about family relationships. So first, and then this MOU is not in public domain. Why can't Congress come out? At least today, after your revelations, will the Congress come out and speak on this particular revelation? Is itself a question mark. UPA member, Mr. Majid Memon, also has demanded that Congress should come out. But a shameless Congress is unlikely to come out because the skeletons in the cupboard will come out more and more when they come out and defend this particular transaction. I can tell you this is not the only thing. Certainly there will be much more muck that will come out of the Congress relationship. Ever since they came to power in 2004, they were indulging in this kind of an activity, profiteering activity. On one side, you had Colgate, 2G, and several scams in UPA 1. On the other side, it certainly seems to be a trade scandal.
Sir, you came in power because
trade scandal.
How many people are behind the bar?
Manasvi Thapar.
Navika ji, GVLG contradicts himself every time. He says that this was a private MOU, this was a secret MOU. Then he talks about the content of the MOU. It was a private deal. How do you know that? You are in power. Go to the CPC through your diplomatic routes. Get that MOU out. If Congress is not giving, why can't you bring it out? You are also not bringing. And now trust the Supreme Court. There is already a PI. Sir, please, let me complete. Sir, now trust the Supreme Court. The matter is before the Supreme Court. It would be out very soon. But my issue is, why don't you on a live debate tell that we would want to promote transparency in political systems and we would have a transparent funding scenario? Why don't you create a law on that?
No, there is complete transparency.
When they do a MOU,
we
2009
ensured
Ram Madhavan ji jaye, RSS wale jaye, it's amazing. Beijing khelna chalega. But when Congress signs a deal, which is a deal, no deal, we don't know. But we want to play our political rotis on it. But this would not work, sir, for long. You have to answer that what happened with the China, what happens with Nepal, what is happening with Pakistan, what is the scenario of our laborers, what is the scenario of the migrants. These answers need to be answered by you, not by the Congress or the MOU. Sir, when we ask questions to you, you go back to
what we have to answer. What we have to answer, we have been answering on a regular basis. It's your friends in the Congress who are actually who are hiding. Rahul Gandhi is hiding now.
Sir, the highest investment of the Chinese is during the NDA third government. Narendra Modi 2.0 gave the highest investment. Narendra Modi 1.0 gave the highest investment to the Chinese.
Sharma, Commerce Minister in UPA, he should come out and defend his party, speak for it, or let them raise questions about their own party. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi cannot hide and use their favorite channels only to spread fake news. This is their own declaration. They have received money
ladies and gentlemen, all those who are joining us at this point in time, let me tell you what's the topic of debate right now. The topic of debate is the trade gap and how trade was facilitated, and I'll take you through the entire expose that we've put out this afternoon at 1 p.m. Look at how trade was stacked with China between 2001 and 2004. We were absolutely neck and neck, not too much of a trade deficit. $4.1 billion was our export, and about $6 billion was our import, very close. Now see, when the UPA comes to power, how the gap begins to widen. This gap goes on widening here and right up to 2014, where it is at this level, where the trade gap is between $58 billion that we are importing and $13 billion that we are exporting. This is the amount of trade gap that we have been able to create in this much period, which was working to India's detriment. This was the period when many Chinese equipment manufacturers started entering the Indian industry system, investments in India, exports to India, all this opening up and flooding of the Indian markets through Chinese goods began and was going on between 2004 to 2014. And after this has happened, it still continues. At the moment, it has been brought down in 2015 to 2016 and marginally down that it's going. But this is up to 2014 that I'm showing you. Now let us show you. Kubi, if we can put out the 3 window on the LED on why questions are being raised at this point in time. The questions are being raised because this is Rajiv Gandhi Foundation's annual report. Partner organizations and donors for the year 2005-2006. Here you have the Embassy of People's Republic of China as part of the partners and donors, and then this is the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Contemporary Studies, where you have the Government of the People's Republics of China as donors listed here, and this list goes here. So Chinese Embassy and the Government of China are donors to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Contemporary Studies. Then this is in 2005-2006. Then this institute goes on to do studies promoting India-China Free Trade Agreement. Now, free trade agreement at a time when trade gap is widening would have been to the detriment of India anyways, because China had advantages. They have, systems over there where they can control their costs. It is not a democracy like India, and it was controlling costs, doing large-scale operations, and had become the manufacturing base, and was exporting much more than it was importing from India. And at that time, this institute recommends a free trade agreement, and this study was carried out by the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Kubi, now let's take the 2007-2008 figure that exists for the Rajiv Gandhi Institute for Contemporary Studies, where again China has put in $3 lakh US into studies on India and China. That graphic will tell you on how that particular Rajiv Gandhi Institute for $3 lakh were given, and this is about 1.3 crores at that time in 2007-2008. And look at who are the people who head. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation is headed by Sonia Gandhi. Of course, Dr. Manmohan Singh, Montek Singh Ahluwalia, P. Chidambaram, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are all on the board of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. They are in the managing committee of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Now, questions are being asked. 2005-2006, money comes in. 2007-2008, money comes in. 2008, an MOU is signed. An MOU that no details are known by anybody, and then an FTA agreement is floated. What's the connection between the Congress party and China is the question people are asking, because these are not private individuals. These individuals were individuals who were heads of these foundations, but they were also heads of political parties, and Sonia Gandhi was also the chairperson of the alliance that was running the country for the 10 years between 2004-2014. Should questions be asked? That's what we want to know. Should Congress answer? Do you think so? Well, we'll take a short break. We'll come back with many more questions that we want to ask the Congress party today after this expose. Welcome back back, ladies and gentlemen, and the question we are asking today is, does the Congress party owe any answers to this country to make its engagement with China through the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and the Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Contemporary Studies public to the country? MC Abbas, I want to ask you this. MC Abbas, you know, everything that is said in this country about raising questions is virtually looked at as if it's a personal tirade that's going on. I want to just lean on your sense of logic and ask you, if somebody is the head of a political party and somebody is the head of an alliance that runs a government and somebody is a head of a foundation that is getting money, you know, where there seem to be connections between one entity and another, shouldn't questions be asked? And let me be direct. Sonia Gandhi was head of the UPA. In 2005, she was also the head of the National Advisory Council, which had powers to recommend various things to the government. I myself have done many stories on this in my previous avatar as a print journalist. And she was also the head of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Why should questions not be asked about donations to the foundation where she was the party chairperson, she was the foundation chairperson, and she was the UPA chairperson as well as the chairperson of the National Advisory Council?
Navika ji, bilkul आपकी बात सही है. In 10 seconds I will answer you. As we speak, Navika ji, Chinese mobilization at the Depsang area is taking place, which is the north of Ladakh border. We see Chinese mobilizing its army. So the question must really be asking is to the BJP government, which is in power right now, what is taking place? You speak of commander level talks which are taking place at the disengagement talks, at the Gogra hot springs, at the Galwan Valley, so on and so forth. If there is diplomatic peace talks coming place, disengagement stage-wise coming across, let's ask the question there. What happened 10 years ago, 15 years ago, we are asking it today. Whereas in the last 6 years of BJP government, there have been several deals with China. There has been a free flow mass trade with China, which is going on. But the BJP wants to focus on Congress and Rahul Gandhi for
GVL Narasimha Rao, respond to this question. They say this is diversionary tactic and you've latched on to our expose simply because it suits you to turn away attention from what's happening in Ladakh, in Dipsang and in Galwan Valley, where, you know, tents seem to be back on the LSE.
Navika, I'm only responding to the news story that Times Now has put out. I don't go and fight at the border, nor I sit in any meetings in the MEA. No, 1 second. I didn't interrupt you.
Because it's convenient for you, sir.
See, as a party spokesperson, it's my responsibility to respond to every story. Because on this China issue, on the China face-off, we see Congress party behaving in a very peculiar fashion, unlike other opposition parties, which certainly begs the question as to what is the motivation of the Congress party. And clearly this points towards a major motive. What the separatists have done with Pakistan.
Motive for what?
That observation.
Motive for what? GVL Narasimha Rao, Congress party has a motive for what?
I'm telling you, I think you take the line of China. You compromise India's interest on security, on trade, on economy, on investment, and you subvert the entire governmental processes because you are being paid money into your private foundation. This is clearly a motive. And now certainly an investigation will have to identify which are these areas. What is the connection?
Manasvi Thapar, the reluctance of the Congress party to criticize, to condemn China, the fact that the Congress party has time and again questioned the Prime Minister, the fact that every other opposition party is ready to stand behind the government on this at a time when there is a conflict going on. But the Congress party singing its own tunes have raised questions and people of this country want to ask these questions. What's wrong with that?
Definitely, Navika ji. What you have come up with is explosive. The Congress party should come up with it. But right now, is this the right opportunity to for BJP to make some political brownie points? I don't think so.
So is this
right
the
now,
time? Brilliant. Your defense is the allegation against you. Vishal Sharma, is this the time to question Congress, they say? Is it the time for the Congress to point fingers at the Prime Minister who's engaged in his diplomatic and military engagements, to rebuff China? ये सवाल पूछ सकते हैं, लेकिन हम सवाल नहीं पूछ सकते. विशाल शर्मा,
पूछिए आप सवाल.
Navika, at a time when the Prime Minister of India and the government of India is totally focused on dealing with the situation with China, both militarily and diplomatically, the Congress party very curiously has taken a stance that is against the Prime Minister, against the government, and against India's army itself. So these are raising pertinent questions. That is why the Congress party is behaving in the manner that it is. We know that China has a history. Manasvi, please don't interrupt me. I never interrupted you. Please let me have my 10 seconds. China has a history of infiltrating foundations, political parties and NGOs to further their goals. And the Chinese government, as a matter of policy, has been doing it. Congress was willing and China was funding. My question is one more, Navika. The Gandhis are the face of the Congress ecosystem. Along with the Gandhis, there is a need to identify who are the other people who are involved with this deal with China. This is a very important issue and we need to know. It's not the question of the timing. We need to know who are the people hiding within our ranks, who are friendly with China, who are being funded with China, who are furthering China's interests, who are having dinner with the dragon when Indian army was standing face to face in
China is during your Sarkar.
When Rahul Gandhi went to Mansarovar, do you know, Navika, the Chinese ministers flew 3,000 kilometers from Beijing just to meet him. The people of India want to know what conversation they had with Rahul Gandhi. What did Rahul Gandhi divulge to them? We want to know. These are very natural
the Prime Minister
questions.
When Rahul Gandhi had dinner with the Chinese ambassador,
what was the agenda? क्या बात हुई?
Prime Minister Modi ji met Xi Jinping so many times. What were the discussions? What were the discussions?
And Sonia Gandhi are not
Mallapuram में क्या बातें हुई थी? अहमदाबाद में क्या बातें हुई थी? Sir, what were the discussions?
They had great influencing power when the Congress ecosystem was in power. Do you know?
Sir, when Modi ji met the
Congress party,
President of China, what were the discussions, sir?
People were rating.
Sir, when the Chinese
then the Prime Minister at that
create an incursion in our borders, we ask questions to the Congress. When you don't have answers, you ask questions to the Congress. When our soldiers are martyred, we put the accusation on the Congress. What is BJP there for?
But she was Manasvi Thapar. Yes, Xi Jinping was then not the president but the vice president of the party. But Hu Jintao also rolled out the red carpet. Remember, the distance between the Congress party chief and the government at that time in India was as much as the distance between the vice president of the Communist Party of China and the government of China at that time. Which is why these questions are being asked, Manasvi Thapar.
Navika ji, it's a wonderful question. It's a wonderful investigation. But one thing we should know.
अरे भाई investigation को full marks दे रहे हैं, लेकिन सवाल नहीं पूछेंगे.
नहीं सर, मेरे को आप बोलने ही नहीं दे रहे नाविका जी.
अरे इतना तो आप बोल रहे हैं.
आप बोलने दीजिए. आपने सवाल पूछा, उसका जवाब दीजिए. एक आदमी, एक सोल्जर नहीं मरा था हमारी सरहदों पे. इन्होंने डील नहीं साइन की, इन्होंने एमओयू नहीं किया, पर हमारे 20 सोल्जर्स की हत्या हो गई है. अरे विशाल भाई, आप
सोल्जर तो कैसे मरेगा? if GVL Narasimha Rao, no soldier died.
Soldiers go.
Yashwant Sinha on the floor of the house said, India had ceded 640 square kilometers. Why will soldiers die if you're ready to give the Chinese the land that they want?
No, the same dynasty.
When was it given?
The dynasty we are talking about has ceded 118,000 square kilometers of India's territory to both China and Pakistan. 1.18 lakh square kilometers, of which, again, during Manmohan Singh's tenure, 640 square kilometers was ceded. Like you rightly said, you keep coming down to the river. and you get you surrender your authority, and you are actually on sale.
640 kilometers were given away to China.
The relevant question at this time, Manasvi Thapar, the relevant question at this time is the Chinese donation holding back the Congress from slamming China? Was the Chinese donation a part of a larger quid pro quo deal? These are relevant questions. These are legitimate questions. Also, is this why the Congress is now forcing Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary to delete the anti-China tweet that he put out about a month ago? Is the BJP right in calling Chinese donation a bribe to the Congress? GVL Narasimha Rao has said, note bank and vote bank. Pakistan ke saath aapki, every Rahul Gandhi quote is in the Pakistani dossier to the UN. That's the vote bank politics of the Congress party. And on China, we are now seeing some note bank politics. GVL Narasimha Rao has alleged that. Is this why? The BJP is claiming that the Congress is on the Chinese payroll? These are questions the Congress needs to answer.
What is that payroll? I want to know, what is that payroll? What is that funding? What is the? Let's do a comparative study of the funding of BJP and funding of Congress.
No, we are talking about. If you are ignorant, we are not talking about politics.
It's not about ignorance, sir.
We are debating.
Sir, China never funded. Sir, China would have never funded the Congress party. They have funded. The Chinese embassy have funded. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Ireland embassy have funded. Donated to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Luxembourg embassy have donated to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. A party is different from a foundation, sir. Like India Foundation is different from BJP, sir. There could be a nexus.
Between Congress and Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, there is no difference.
They're two different entities, sir.
The BJP does not run any foundation.
India Foundation is controlled by your people. That does not mean I would blame BJP for India Foundation. There could be linkage.
But Rajiv Gandhi Foundation is chaired by Sonia Gandhi. It's run by her family. I think people understand. Congress
people understand, but foundation is different from party.
We are a democratic
people
party.
Also understand foundation is different from a party.
It's a family.
GVLG Foundation is different from a party. Right?
Not legally,
you have written democracy is at risk, is a book, but democracy at a risk is also a fact.
In deep fact,
let's not hide behind semantics out here.
They are the same.
Right?
No one is hiding. Why don't you trust the Supreme Court?
The Congress party's president was Sonia Gandhi at that point in time.
There is already a PIL.
The head of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation was Sonia Gandhi at that point in time. The head of the NAC was Sonia Gandhi at that point in time. And the influencing power that Sonia Gandhi held at that point was unparalleled. Can you deny these things?
So you are trying to say if a person of power is there...
MC Abbas, Vishal Sharma has raised some questions. Respond to that question.
I think Mr. Vishal Sharma, who claims to be an expert on the Chinese subject, should answer to every citizen of India as a supporter of the BJP and a political analyst leaning towards the BJP. Respected sir, there is a serious threat coming in from the Chinese army mobilization at the North Ladakh border at the Depsang area. What is happening to the engagement talks? What is happening to the stage-wise disengagement? Is there still a threat from China? What is happening to the commander level talks which are taking place? Are we on the peace front, or is China still trying to be the mischief maker, mischief monger, and trying to incur into the Indian lands? Could you answer me? That's what happened 10-15 years back. Answer me on this front.
Certainly, I'll answer you. Do you know that the present government has placed the largest number of troops against the Chinese government in its history? The present government doesn't want to aggravate the situation, but we all want peace, but we will not compromise even with an inch of our land. And if you see the satellite imagery,
China is already entered.
Imagery of the position there.
Please do some research. Chinese army is already mobilized. What is the government of India doing to counter them?
India is well supplied.
What are we doing to counter them?
What is the topic of debate today? Is this the topic of debate today?
Sir, this is more important than that.
Why is Nepal
what is the BJP? What is Modi ji?
No, you can't.
Chappan Mishra Sena.
What is
Chappan Mishra Sena doing with respect to this?
What is the
topic of the debate?
All your neighbors
have taken money.
Congress.
No,
छप्पन का सीना कहाँ गया? चाइना के मामले में छूट गया पसीना कहाँ गया? छप्पन का सीना जुमले बाजी में बीत गया महीना कहाँ गया? कॉन्फ्रेंस का सीना What is the status quo with China, sir? What is happening with respect to the disengagement talks? Stage-wise, what is happening? Can you tell me the state of
MC Abbas and both of you, I'm responding to whoever has asked me the question on Nepal. Nepal was a strong supporter of India, but under which party's government was Nepal permitted to be overrun by the Maoists and the communists? It was under the Congress party's government. In fact, the Maoist was made to hide in a safe house under the tutelage of the Congress government. It has been one of the biggest follies and lack of foresight of the Congress government.
GVL Narasimha Rao, you know, if Nepal was Congress's problem, China is Congress's problem, Pakistan is Congress's problem, then which problems have we solved in the last 6 years?
We certainly, Navika, India's position in the world today is far better. Today, India is recognized as a major global power, and Pakistan
That's why China
is today, only 2 days ago, only a day ago,
that's why a small nation like Nepal is turning back.
How the US has condemned Pakistan as a regional center for all terrorism.
Sir,
I think today Pakistan is isolated.
H1B1
we have carried out airstrikes inside
Pakistan.
After
Namaste Trump.
Whatever was it
visa
ever
has
done?
been taken back,
why
suspended.
did this government, why did the Congress government not carry out
we don't have any friends.
after 26/11? Why
Sir, we are just good at winning elections. Sir, we are just good at winning elections.
Carry out airstrikes in Pakistan. Why did Manmohan Singh?
Navika ji, you raised a pertinent question. BJP is just good at winning elections. आज इलेक्शन करा लो, वर्चुअल रैली से जीत जाएंगे.
The biggest terror strike in India. The Congress
election जीतो, diplomacy छोड़ो.
The Congress
Let's win elections.
has been speaking for terror outfits like the LET.
Economy is down, migrants are down. Corona का कुछ पता नहीं है. Neighbors are not with us. What are we doing in the government? Blaming Congress. Every day the BJP spokesman would come and say, Congress ने ये गलत कर दिया. जवाहरलाल नेहरू ने ये गलत किया. इंदिरा गांधी ने ये गलत किया. कमला नेहरू ने ये गलत किया.
Well, let me. Manasvi Thapar wants to come in. Manasvi Thapar, you're a lawyer. Now let's talk logically. Look at the documents on your screen. This is the document that is from the 2005-2006 annual report of the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, and it shows partner organizations and donors for that year. Embassy of China as well as the government of People's Republic of China are now donors and partners to both the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and the Rajiv Gandhi Institute for Contemporary Studies. Then this is 2005-2006. There is a document for 2007-2008 which shows 300,000 US dollars that were given again to these organizations. Then 2008 an MOU is signed, and 2008 when the MOU is signed, you know, side by side there are conversations of a free trade agreement. I want to ask you, at a time when the trade balance was so much against India, when the trade gap was widening to India's detriment, why were these deals going on simultaneously, and this pecuniary relationship coming up between organizations headed by one person? Sonia Gandhi, head of Rajiv Gandhi Foundation, Sonia Gandhi, head of the NAC, Sonia Gandhi, head of the UPA Alliance Party, Sonia Gandhi, head of the Congress Party. I want to ask you, it's a legitimate, logical question that is being asked. And then an MOU is signed with China, which nobody knows about in the country. Why, sir? Why can't we know the details?
Navika ji, definitely you have, in a democratic country, we all have all the rights to know it. Now the matter is before the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court at a relevant time would definitely ask for that MOU and they would produce it.
But
my question
years
right
they haven't.
With your question.
For 12 years they haven't. The MOU was signed in 2008 up to 2014. They were in government. Morality, propriety, did they demand that they should have made this public while they were in government if everything was transparent?
Perfect. Let me complete and let me make my point. Since last 12 years, BJP did not raise a question. 6 years they were in power.
अच्छा, तो आप सिर्फ बीजेपी का जवाब देते हैं. आप सिर्फ बीजेपी का जवाब देते हैं. You have no engagement with the people of this country to be transparent with them.
नाविका जी, मेरे को बोलने देंगे. मैं कांग्रेस ने गलती की नहीं बताया. बीजेपी ने क्या सवाल पूछा? बीजेपी वेट कर रहा था कि चाइनीज हमारे सर पे आएंगे तो हम ब्लेम डालेंगे कांग्रेस के ऊपर. नहीं, जब ऑपोजिशन का धर्म है सवाल पूछना, उन्होंने सवाल नहीं पूछा. जब उनको एप्रोप्रिएट टाइम मिला, they bring this photo up and say it is because of that MOU of 2008 that 2020 the Chinese are over our head. That is not the answer. Your answer is why did our soldiers go unarmed? Your question is, sir, why the diplomacy is failing with all the countries?
Well, at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are only through revolving doors asking the question, why did the BJP not raise these questions earlier? The Congress saying we will now respond to the matter which is in Supreme Court now. Is that enough? I don't know. But we are getting reactions to this explosive story that we've been breaking over the last 2 hours. Anurag Bhadoria of the Samajwadi Party and Minister of State for Home, G.K. Reddy, both have responded to this story. We'll play out those reactions.
कमाल है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का. राष्ट्र के 20 जवान शहीद हुए, उसके बारे में चर्चा नहीं हो रही है. आपने एक चाइना और हिंदुस्तान के बीच के झगड़े को आपने बीजेपी और कांग्रेस का झगड़ा बना दिया. 130 करोड़ की पॉपुलेशन का है. कई भारतीय जनता पार्टी कांग्रेस को दोष दे रही है, कभी कांग्रेस भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बोल रही है. कभी कह रही है कि तुमने चाइना से पैसे लिए थे, कभी कांग्रेस कह रही है तुमने ये किया था, बीजेपी कह रही है तुमने वो किया था. अरे किसने किससे पैसा लिया, किसने किससे पैसा ले लिया, इससे राष्ट्र को कोई लेना देना नहीं है. राष्ट्र को मतलब ये है कि हमारे हिंदुस्तान के 20 जवान शहीद हुए हैं, उसके बारे में भारतीय जनता पार्टी बताए और क्लियर करे. क्या चीनी फौज हमारे जमीन पे आई थी कि नहीं आई थी, या हम चीन की फौज जमीन पे गए थे? हुआ क्या था आखिर देश जानना चाहता है. इसको कांग्रेस बीजेपी का झगड़ा ना बनाए.
टाइम्स नाउ के पास लेटेस्ट डॉक्यूमेंट है. राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को 2005-06 में चाइनीज़ एम्बेसी से सर पैसा गया और वो एक स्टडी के लिए था कि फ्री ट्रेड कैसा हो. सर, क्या इस वजह से लगता है कि चाइनीज़ एम्बेसी से पैसा आया राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को, इसलिए कांग्रेस पार्टी जो है सॉफ्ट रहती है चाइना की तरफ?
कोई पैसे लेके जाके माँ बेटे जाके साइन किए थे चाइना में जाकर. कांग्रेस पार्टी का माँ बेटा चाइना के के साथ MOU किया है.
लेकिन सर, राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को भी पैसा मिला, जो कि राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन है, उसको भी चाइनीज एम्बेसी ने दिल्ली से पैसा दिया गया. सर,
राजीव गांधी का फाउंडेशन का नेतृत्व भी सोनिया गांधी करते ना, उसमें कोई सोचने के नहीं है. राजीव गांधी का जो फाउंडेशन है उनका नेतृत्व सोनिया गांधी करते हैं. उनको कुछ पैसे आए. आप जो इन्फॉर्मेशन है वो अग्रीमेंट किया है पार्टी टू पार्टी. कौन सा लेवल पे अग्रीमेंट हुआ, प्रधानमंत्री चाइना के प्रधानमंत्री के समक्ष में हुआ है. ये कैसा हुआ, क्या एग्रीमेंट, उनका एग्रीमेंट में कारण आज कांग्रेस पार्टी चाइना के पक्ष में बात कर रहे. क्या
आपको लगता है कि पैसा आया फाउंडेशन से, इसी वजह से पक्ष में बोला जा रहा है?
नहीं, वो नहीं मालूम मुझे नहीं मालूम कितना पैसा है मुझे.
Well, as I thank my panelists, I only want to leave you viewers with the big questions on this. Was there a quid pro quo? Should the Congress party have declared all of these relationships with China when they were in power? Is the Janta right in asking these questions? Those are the questions. We'll keep chasing those questions. We'll keep asking those questions till the Congress party responds. For now, we'll slip into a short break. News continues on the other side.